Good morning, my learners. Today, my topic, as you can see, Georgian poetry or Georgian poets. It is a very interesting topic, as when I am learning that I am very interested in it. Basically, if I am say, I have to say describe Georgian poetry in one word, then I should say romantic and beauty in a very grateful manner. Now I should start the poetry or my topic. I should start my topic. The Georgian poetry or Georgian poets. It is a poetry or poets which was very well popular in 1912 to 1922. Also early 20th century poetry. The Georgian poetry is very started in England in 1912, when in between 1912 to 1922 a 5 anthologies of contemporary verse or romantic poems are written by 40 poets. If you like to know all 40 poets name, then comment me. I will fully answer you, hopefully answer you. Now these called anthologies. Anthologies means that a group of poetry written by group of poets, and these anthology of contemporary verse was entitled as Georgian poetry, and all these 40 poets are known as Georgian poets. It was held in England in 1912 to 1922. Exact date was not found. So these called Georgian poetry. Georgian poetry, the term Georgian was derived of course from our King George V. The time of King George V is of time of 1912 to 22, and the Georgian was derived from King George V. Okay, and these poems are edited by Edward Mass. This poem is edited by Edward Mass. Then today, what we termed as Georgian poets. Today, the term Georgian poets or Georgian may refer to the poets of decade in general. Of decade poet 1912 to 22, this group of 40 poets. Or in general, one poet is also called a Georgian poet, or group of particular group among them. So today they are referred to the poets of decade in general or to a particular group among them. Georgian poetry was portrayed as being intellectually naive. Intellectually naive means भोला. Naive means भोला. तो इंटेलेक्चुअली नहीं, बौद्धिक भोलापन, उनके पोइट्री में भोलापन दिखाई पड़ता है. वीकली स्केपिस्ट, दे आर नॉट सो सीरियस एज T.S. Eliot said about them that Georgian poets, like modern poets, 20th century poets, should be serious and write on some very serious things that could contribute in socially contribute. But the Georgian poet don't write on serious things. They write on nature, beauty, romance, love. So T.S. Eliot criticism as the Georgian poets writes on rainbows, cocoons, trees, animals, as like a satire. So Georgian poetry must be as considered to be technically slack, loose or careless. Means in Hindi we should say nirbal. negligent, and emotionally uninspired. We are not inspired from the story of anything. Only we can enjoy that story, and if you read some poetry of Georgian collections, then it may change your day. It is very helpful, but not a social. So let me move on. The leader of movement in its most cognition form was Harold Monroe. Though as a movement, it was not so lucid. It was not so lucid. It was one of the lucid. He was at first taken as revolt, withdraw. Firstly, these poetries was not taken as seriously, taken as revolt. But actually, the Georgian poets were not revolt. Georgian poets were not in a revolt. They simply try to throw over the Victorian worship of carefully worked out style. Now, if I go deeply into these words, I am trying to say you that they try to counter or throw out everything, anything literature which is connected to Victorian things, Victorian work. Like what you say, Victorian is a between science and emotion. It is a thing between science and worship, religion and worship. So everything they simply try to throw over the Victorian worship in a carefully worked out style. They tend to fall back upon the earlier romantic tradition. Before the First World War, the romantic tradition of writing poetries on romance, love and nature, they eventually try to fall back upon it, but in a very good manner and very furnished manner. So in much of their outlook, they try to furnish and fall back upon the romantic tradition. Georgian poetry is described as Indian summer of romanticism. The epical Georgian revival of poetry in 1912 sounded like a challenge to the long reason or domination of Victorian poets. They tried that